Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to our Night Elf Priest and our Darkshore playthrough. I noticed that we left a level 10 quest here, so we're going to have a look at that to start things off.
Greetings!
Hey, help me with my latest invention, the Buzzbox. You can even talk to people far away. Maybe you've already seen them. They're boxes with levers on them. The only problem is they need constant maintenance. Each one suffers from a different problem, but I made a really smart choice. I placed each one near creatures that have the proper parts to fix that particular machine. Right now, Buzzbox 827 is on the fritz. It's south of Aberdeen, real close. It takes 6 crawler legs to fix it.
Daylight's burning.
Let's focus this one really quick. We have a couple of other level 14 quests that I want to do, the red crystal and some other stuff, but I think I saw this Buzzbox really close the other day. So I'm curious to see if it's in the same spot. And I should say thank you guys for being here and for clicking on the video, choosing to spend your time with me here in Azeroth. I do appreciate it, and I hope you guys are all doing well. Buzzbox 827 sits with an eerie silence. A single flashing light indicates that it needs 6 crawler legs to be placed in its holding box. Alright, we can do that. So we have to get the crawler legs first, then we come interact with the box. We also have what might be a fishing quest over here. I'm not sure if it's a fishing quest or if it's just a quest from the fisherman, but let's go have a look. We want the level 14 one. Family and the fishing pole. I love fishing. The Blump family is known for fishing. My name is Goober Blump. I fish. There's a kind of fish I like to catch around these parts called Darkshore grouper. I used to go out on the boat to fish for grouper, but no boats have been going out since the mean old murlocs moved in. I bet they've been eating all the grouper too. Say, you want to help me catch Darkshore grouper? I'll give you a bona fide Blump family fishing pole if you did. Okay.
Off with you.
Do we actually have to fish for this? I think that we must. We must actually have to fish for that. And I don't have a fishing pole right now. And I don't have fishing trained. He's actually not the fishing trainer. Which is kind of weird. Oh, here, I don't know how to fish. Oh, wait. Oh, nice. He just taught it to us. Okay, so then all we have to do is we have to get a fishing rod. Which shouldn't be very hard to do. We need a trade goods vendor.
How may I help? Good luck, friend.
Where would a trade goods vendor be? Apparently not around the inn. Possibly over this way. Can we track trade goods? Yeah, we can, but I don't know how well this works. Let's go have a look. Let's grab a couple of the other level 14 quests that we want to do on the way. We are going to take a look at the red crystal. Hostile moonkin roam in ever-increasing numbers to our east. They once were thought to be gentle, almost mystical creatures. While some continue to hold reverence for them, the safety of Aberdeen forces me to keep a more realistic view. I've received reports that moonkin are being drawn to a large red crystal along Darkshore's easternmost mountain range. No one has any idea what the crystal is, or even if it really exists. I want you to locate it over there and report back to me what you find.
Del Nadris. How may I help? Be careful.
I'm going to start checking the NPCs after we take the quest to see if they have any pertinent extra text for us to read that would make more sense before we head out. Since we've been catching a lot of that stuff when we come back, and it's less pertinent then. Let's see, we have mining, general trade supplier.
Well met.
That's a unique name for trade goods vendor, but I'll take it because we can get a fishing rod here. We can sell some of our junk. We don't need the wand.
Safe travels.
Elune be with you.
Plague lands. A sickness spreads across Darkshore, gripping the minds and bodies of all it touches. The thistlebears have been hit the hardest by the plague. The once noble beasts are now an instrument of destruction, rabid and frenzied. I may have a cure for this ailment. Take this trap to the forest and lay it on the ground. Any rabid thistlebear that crosses the light shall become docile for a short time. Once the bear is docile, it shall follow you. Lead it back here.
Be careful. What brings you here?
How big a threat? Some of my brethren were rescued from a corrupt furbolg in Teldrassil, and I vowed to stop any more atrocities before more of our kind are injured or worse. I've seen a couple hints of corruption in Darkshore already, but I have yet to find any widespread signs. I think it would be logical if the investigation continued with the furbolg. Would you find one of their camps and return to me if you see any signs of corruption?
Go in peace.
Alright, I think that's all the level 14 stuff. Everything else is quite a bit higher. Maybe we want to do some fishing and try to get this guy's grouper. That seems like an easy thing to do. Taking on the crawlers as well. Level 10, we want to get that done. I'm surprised I actually just totally missed this last time. Alright, let's do a little bit of fishing. I'm not sure if it's going to take us a while to skill this up to a point where we can actually get what he wants, but we'll fish a little bit and we'll see what the results are. So far, every single fish has gotten away. Alright, I feel like the fishing may be something that I have to do on my own, level up on my own type of deal, because I don't I don't know why we're not getting any fish, but we're definitely not. That's also not getting us any skill up, so I will take a look at that later. Buzzbox 827 sits with an eerie silence. Yes, we read that part. As you place the crawler legs inside the machine, you hear gears begin to grind. Judging from the banging sounds coming from the buzzbox, you believe the crawler legs are being put in their proper place. Soon the machine begins to hum and you hear a tiny voice calling out from within. Hello? Hello? You fixed it. This is Whizbang, by the way. Whizbang. You can't make this stuff up. Thanks a lot. Hey, you wouldn't want to fix another one, would you? Anything for Whizbang. The next buzzbox is north of Aberdeen on the beach. So, that buzzbox number is 411 and it needs 3 Thresher Eyes for its repairs. They're just off the coast of the Darkshore Threshers. Just like last time, when you give the buzzbox the goods, I'll split out your reward. Okay, he seems to have the hiccups or something. I'm not really sure I'm not really sure how to read hic, except maybe it is a hiccup that he's having. I'm not sure why. Alright, so the groupers are 14. And what about the threshers? What about the one we just picked up? The threshers, that's level 12 still, so maybe we can swim out to this island here. We can find the turtle remains, and then we can fight some of the threshers around the same area. We also need to eventually head back to Aberdeen. We have a quest that takes us back there. And we also have to train level 14, which we have not done yet. But it would probably be a very good idea to do so. The Shade of Elura. I have never seen this mob before in my life. I've never seen a quest for this person. I've never seen this person. I don't know why they're down here, but I'm certainly going to kill them. It's probably not going to yield anything, because if it was going to be a quest item or something like that, then Questy would already be telling us about it. But yeah, the Shade of Allura. I feel like I need to like look up the Shade of Allura and find out who she is, because she's clearly some kind of character, and I don't know who she is, so... If any of you guys know who she is, I would be happy to have you tell me in the comments. So it looks like the next buzz box that we got the eyes for is up here to the north, and we can also find the rabid thistle bears that we need to capture, so I think we're going to head that way next. It occurred to me that I turned the ground clutter down back in the Teldrassil playthrough, and I never turned it back up. I kind of like it that way, but you guys let me know what you think. Maybe we'll put this up to like a 4. I used to run it at 7. 7 became like too much. That's a 4. Let's try 7. And then of course 10 is like way too much, right? Does this look better to anybody? Because to me, especially on YouTube, like unless you're watching in 1440, it's probably like, it probably pixelates a lot. See, I don't prefer the ground clutter like this. I don't think the ground clutter is good enough or looks good enough to be turned up like this. I'm gonna try it at 4 for now, but I want to know what you guys think about the ground clutter, because yeah, for me, like maybe 3 or 4 is like the ideal spot. We are going to cap out our skinning skill. We do need to train that. I don't think there's a place here to do that. Let me see. The map is so cluttered that it may be. Weaponsmith, general... No, I don't think so. It's fine because we're going to be headed back to Darnassus at some point today to train our level 14 abilities and do the breadcrumb that way. And when we do that, we'll go visit the skinning trainer also. Let's grab the buzz box first, and then we'll hunt our frenzied thistlebear. The machine's hatch is open and seems to wait expectantly for 3 thresher eyes. I don't understand why its hatch would be waiting expectantly. That's a little bit strange. The buzzbox hums to life soon after you place the thresher eyes inside. There is a moment of static before you hear a familiar, tiny voice call out. Crawler wine is the best. Oh, now we know why he has hiccups. That's nice. Buzzbox 323. The buzzbox gives a burst of static as you hear Whizbag begin to speak. The next buzzbox number is 323. North of Aberdeen. Where's the ale? What? Oh, ish on the road? It's somewhere near the bridge. There we go. Some of the quests in the game, after everything that happened at Blizzard in the past couple years, some of the quests in the game don't age very well, do they? Quest about a drunken gnome just doesn't really age well. I wonder if we could capture him, if he would kind of stick with us. Ooh, what happened? If he would stick with us while we fight other things. Okay, we do have him. I don't see that he's on any kind of timer or anything like that. Let's see if we can keep him with us while we hunt the Moonstalkers. Now this says we can get the items from the runts. I just don't know if that's actually true or not. I don't know if we've ever seen it drop off the runts. We'll fight a few more of them to give it a chance here, and then we'll see. Alright, we're not going to be able to cast against these guys, so let's not even bother trying to cast. Let's try to wand one of them down. And maybe then we can get a heal and cast at the other one if we're like super lucky. I honestly think we're supposed to get the fangs from the mature ones that are down here. And I think the buzz box is located down there as well. And what he had said was that he placed the buzz boxes near the guys that had the items. I'm not really sure why Questy marks these guys for the item, but I've done this quest once before, and I distinctly remember that no matter how many of the young cats that we fought, they never dropped the item for us. So we can keep fighting them as we head back to the village here just for kill experience, because they're pretty easy, but I don't really think they're going to drop what we need. And now this one is a Moonstalker. It's not a Runt. It's not an Elder, but it's not a Runt, so maybe we have a chance with these ones. And guys, it was timed. Yeah, there was some kind of time limit on our bear because he's gone. That's kind of unfortunate. You know, this is a quest that typically I don't do, so I'm not super familiar with it. I usually skip it. Anything where we have to escort stuff and drag stuff back, I usually don't do. In the sake of trying to do all the quests, I would like to get it done. But what I really don't want is to have to keep running back out and grabbing the bear, running it back, getting into fights, having it time out, getting the bear, running it back. I don't have a big interest in that, so... Will we actually complete this quest? At this point, I'm not sure about that one. Because, yeah, I think it's technically failed now. It says complete. But I'm pretty sure it's actually failed because we were supposed to bring him all the way back. And we certainly didn't do that. Because he did seem to simply time out. He didn't have a timer. You know, there could have been a buff or a debuff or something that I wasn't looking at, and maybe that was counting us down, and I could have paid more attention, but I didn't see anything like that. Let's turn in what we can, and we'll go from there.
Can I assist you?
No, this is him, and it says that we did it. Our work has only just begun, Rambles. Are you prepared for your next task? Oh, this chains. I usually skip this one, and it chains. As I had feared, the cure does not work. It saddens me greatly to order the death of any of nature's beasts, but the sick and tainted thistlebears must be put down. Return to the forest and destroy 20 rabid thistlebears. It will most certainly not put a stop to the plague, but it will slow down the damage the animals are doing to our forest and its inhabitants for a short time.
Till next we meet. Alone light.
Alright, well that's really cool. I don't know how, like, it let him vanish, but it still marked us for completion, so... so what are we going to work on next? Let's go turn this one in for Wash to Shore. Fruit of the Sea, fine crab chunks. And then what we could do, what we'll probably do is we'll go after the thistle bears. We need to come down here and scout the Furbolg camp. And maybe find where we can actually get the Moonstalker item, although I'm kind of worried we're not going to find that till we're way down here. We also have to visit the Grove of the Ancients, so maybe we head south next and we knock out as much as we can down here. But I do think it'd be a good idea first to go and train. Yeah, we should probably go train before we do anything else.
Elune be with you.
You've been a tremendous help here today. We now have a solid chance at unlocking the mystery of why these creatures choose to beach themselves on the coast of Darkshore. The idea that they might be fleeing the area around Teldrassil is disturbing. Should you come across others in your travels, please let me know. Our research here is but in its infancy. On behalf of the Temple of the Moon, please accept this as thanks for your efforts.
Go in peace. Ishnu Allah. Goddess watch over.
Rambles, you're back from Aberdeen? Did you speak with Laird? This is very interesting. The fish here are large, but I didn't think the difference in bounties between here and the mainland was so great. There must be a reason for this. Well, thank you, Rambles. I will discuss this. I will discuss with the villagers the news you brought. Perhaps one day we will find the root of this oddity, but until then, we shall reap its benefits. Guys, it's the corrupted world tree. Like, they can't figure out what's going on, but like everybody knows what's going on. The tree wasn't really supposed to be planted and grown like it was, and there's a problem with it.
Good luck, friend.
I hope we get to kind of see some kind of payoff with this storyline. I can't remember if and when we do. Because I don't know if they ever resolved the problems with Teldrassil. I mean, obviously in retail, Teldrassil has been burned to the ground. But prior to being burned to the ground, did they ever resolve the problem with it not being blessed by Alexstrasza? Did they ever solve the problem with the taint? Don't spoil it for me. I will play through, and then we'll see what we see. I'm thinking that maybe if they ever tie these plot threads up, it might have happened in like a later expansion. But I'm curious to see exactly how far it goes here in the Classic era. Let's see. We're looking for the priest trainer is going to be over in the Temple of the Moon. And we need the skinning trainer, which for some reason I'm not showing on the map. Let me remove the tracking for the vendor. And see if that helps. Yeah, there we go. There's skinning. So we'll head over. Either way, it's going to be a run. We'll head over to the Skinner first.
Hello. Good luck, friend. What brings you here? Asha Fela. What brings you here? Farewell. I am listening. Be careful. I am honored.
Alright, we have Cure Disease, Renew rank 2, Smite rank 3 is going to make a big difference in our DPS output, and we have Psychic Scream, which will be a pretty useful fear whenever we, aggro 3 bears on accident.
May the stars guide you.
There's some kind of breadcrumb quest here to go to Darkshore. I want to grab that before we hearth back. It looks like maybe it's outside of the building, or maybe it's up on the balcony. Let's check outside first. Yeah, it does seem to be outside over here. Okay, cool. It's probably not going to be a lot of experience. It's obviously just a breadcrumb that would lead a player there, but any experience is going to be worth it for us. Let's have a look. From the Explorers League.
Great to meet you.
How nice it is to see a priest interested in the great archaeological wonders of our world. Oftentimes our work is dismissed as mere hobby by our friends in the Alliance. But what many fail to realize is that recent discoveries in Cosmodon have proven that a great and powerful force threatens all of Azeroth, from Lordaeron to Kalimdor. I am most worried about my crew that I sent to Darkshore. They haven't sent word in weeks. Travel to Aberdeen and look for a clue as to their whereabouts. This is really interesting.
Watch your back.
I've never even seen this quest before. I'm sure it's just a breadcrumb. There are some dwarves at a dig site. I've never done those quests. There's a lady dwarf who wants us to go find her boss. And yeah, I've never done a Darkshore playthrough long enough that's got me down into that area in Darkshore, so I'm very much looking forward to some of that stuff that I just haven't seen at all. Yeah, I think the breadcrumb has taken us over to her. Let's go have a look. Let's look at some of these other quests too. For Eternal Love, we could probably grab Fruit of the Sea. I think I just want to let these hang out. Kind of keep doing it how we've been doing it so far. Where we're really only taking the ones that we want to handle right now. Yeah, see, this is her.
Hello.
I'm so glad Chief Archaeologist Grey Whisker sent for us.
Keep your feet on the ground.
What an honor it was when Master Grey Whisker assigned me to work under the guidance of the great prospector Remtravel. At the Academy in Ironforge, everyone knew of Remtravel's great discoveries. But the prospector was rather, oblivious to his surroundings. We had uncovered evidence of a great society. Horrible golems sprang forth from the ground and overran the site. Remtravel never seemed to notice. I ran back to Aberdeen for help. Please travel south and see if the prospector is okay.
Safe travels.
Yeah, I've often grabbed this quest, and I've never done it. So that's going to be really, really cool. And yeah, everything we have right now, guys, is leading us down to the south. Rabid Thistlebears, the Moon Stalker Fangs, Buzzbox 232, and then we have Grove of the Ancients. And this one's going to have to wait. We won't be able to go check out that area until we're a bit higher level, obviously. But yeah, lots to do. I am having a really great time on the Priest here in Darkshore. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. I'm going to take a break here. It seems like a good stopping point, and next time we will head south and we'll take care of stuff down that way. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate the support. If you are digging the series, leaving a like on the video and subscribing to the channel help me out a lot, and I greatly appreciate those that do. Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves out there in the real world and take care of each other, and we'll see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.